Hey, what's going on? This is Jordan Wagner with PremierGuitar.com here with Gary Holt of the band Exodus, and he's going to talk gear with us today and talk to us about the new upcoming record. How you doing, man?
Doing good. How are you? Pleasure to be here.
Doing awesome. So, can you tell us what you're using live nowadays for this tour?
Same thing we used on the new record, Engel Savage 120, and Engel cabs with vintage 30s, and a couple of other various things. But I just switched over to Engel just recently. It's like single-handedly the best amp I've ever played out of. We tried. Had been using some PVs for years, and I still have my 20-something-year-old modded Marshalls, and tried them out too. But the Engel just, they all sounded kind of close, but the Engel just was better. That's better mids. They're actually usable. Where some of the other amps you put just enough so they're not too scooped. And other than that, I use a little PreSonus parametric, just in front of the input. And I only run the mid band on that, so you can get kind of a little bit of that wah pedal, almost like attack. It works really well, makes it really aggressive. And that's about it. Various homebrew electronics pedals, and my signature distortion, the Doomsday device, and I just use that on leads, and an 80 wireless, and that's it. My rig's pretty simple.
Cool. So, what about guitar-wise? What are you using?
Schecter Hellraiser V's, and I brought in a bunch of different stuff, but those are like my bread and butter now. It's really cool because they just now sent me like a mock-up for my signature, so it's gonna be bad.
Can you talk to us a little bit about that?
It's an offshoot of the Hellraiser, but the mock-up, it's black with blood red binding and a nice goat head pentagram inlaid at the 12th fret, so nice and evil.
Right on.
It's really cool.
So, is there any difference with your current live rig and the stuff that you're using to record right now? Any sort of
It's exactly the same. Pickup wise, I'm a passive guy. Lee uses EMGs, as I used to, and a lot of people do. But I just use in the bridge Duncan Custom, and I think in the Hellraisers I got a JB in the neck. But I love passives.
So Exhibit B is going to be coming out soon. Exhibit A was, in my opinion, a killer record. I love that album. Is it going to be kind of a continuation of the same material, or is it a theme, or is there going to be some differences in it? Or
the theme's different, but it's all interconnected. Especially the start of this album connects it to the ending of the last album, and the end of this album returns it back to the beginning of the last one. It's really it's awesome. The album's just really killer. I think it's like leaps and miles ahead of the last one. It's really aggressive, really fast, and a little more melodic. The last album was kind of maybe a little more progressive. And there's a couple of long songs. We like writing long songs, but there's a couple of shorter ones, and it's really angry. It's really fired up.
So here we have a new upcoming live DVD CD set with a documentary. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Well, it started as just a show. We played Vakken, and it was just such an awesome gig, and 80,000 people doesn't suck, But when you have them and they're really into it, it's really awesome. And they film everything when you play Vakken, and so they gave us a sample of the disc, and we looked at just their edit of the footage, and we're like, we got to put this thing out, So we did, and the other disc, the documentary stuff, that's just Rob chasing us around with a camera for the last few years,
And there's a lot of extras on that too, right?
Yeah, a ton of stuff. And that was like Rob's baby, our singer. He worked really hard on that, and he did all the editing of both videos and the live one as well, and it just came out really cool. It's really funny, and it's entertaining, and the concert's sick. We're real happy with it.
Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
This is Jordan Wagner, and you're watching PremierGuitar.com.